Gears of War is the greatest franchise to ever play, but there is some lore, some story that is hidden beneath. Let's start from the beginning with a scientist named Dr. Niall Samson. You see, there's a disease called rust lung, which miners were getting. It was contagious, and people were getting sick and dying. But the children who were affected by rust lung were the experiments for Dr. Samson, and was creating them ferocious sires. He was injecting them with this serum from creatures in the mines. Due to his results, he wanted to work on another project. Creating genetically enhanced soldiers, which is something like the sires, but will be manageable and capable of reproduction. But then there was this one little girl who was immune to rust lung. Combining her stem cells with the sire's DNA is where the first Locust was created, and it was named the Matriarch. E-Day, otherwise known as Emergence Day. I usually have this day about once a week when my female wants to kill me. But E-Day was the time Locusts rised up above ground, killing civilians.
What the hell are they? Oh my god, I don't want to die. Please don't save me, or... Please. You don't want to die. The kids need to live with mommy. No. I can't feel my legs.
Locust was being led by General Rom, and that's when an army needed to be called out. COG, which stands for Coalition Order Government. COG was formed during the time of Age of Silence, which was the golden age for this planet Sera. But Emergency Day was the most awful day since 25% of the human population got wiped out in a single day. Nothing but death and screams from the innocent civilians. Gears of War Judgment Day. We follow our character named Damien Baird. When this game was released, it didn't match up to the expectations to Gears of War 3, but the lore in this game is crucial to understanding the early days of the war. Baird was in a group called Kilo Squad, which had Coltrane and Garen Paddock, and Sophie Hendrick. They are on trial for disobeying orders. So that's why it's called Judgment Day. Okay, honestly, I did not know that. The squad is given a chance to explain to Colonel Azura why they disobey orders. But that's not all. You see, there's a general coming, and their main goal is to wipe communication towers. Hey, what's up, guys? Real quick, it's actually General Karn, not Khan. You're gonna find out why I keep saying Khan. There's another general. And I just got them both confused. Anyways, it's General Karn. General Karn. And military camps. And his name is General Khan. But there's a reason why he's so mad, like someone pooped in a sewer bowl. It's because Khan's position was at a museum of military glory, and they were struck by a light mass missile fired by Kilo Squad. Though thousands of his troops were killed by the light mass missile, Khan survived, so he wanted revenge badly. Khan wasn't as buff as Rom, because he doesn't work out, but Khan had a lot of ambition. So Khan rised up at the courthouse, trying to kill everyone, and especially take out Kilo Squad.
What do we do?
We take our time.
There's a difference between war and cruelty.
War is cruelty. And this one's not over.
Gears of War Judgment features gameplay that builds upon the core mechanics established in previous entries of the series, but introduces some notable changes and additions. The game retains its signature cover-based shooting mechanics from previous entries, where players can take cover behind objects, walls, and barriers to avoid enemy fire and strategically attack opponents. Unlike previous Gears games, Judgment introduces a new mission structure where players face dynamic challenges and scenarios within each level. These challenges can alter gameplay by introducing specific objectives or enemy encounters that must be tackled in unique ways. The game includes a variety of weapons, some new, some old. Familiar weapons like its Lancer assault rifle with its chainsaw, the bayonet returns, alongside new additions and modifications to existing arsenal. Throughout the campaign, players can activate optional declassified missions, which introduces additional challenges or modify the gameplay conditions. These missions provide an extra content to the story and offer rewards for completing them. Overall, Gears of War Judgment offers a mix of familiar gameplay elements with new features and challenges aiming to provide an engaging experience both for fans of the series and newcomers alike. But like I said, this game did not make everyone go crazy, but it showed how bad things were getting for the COG. Things were getting desperate, so they launched the most deadly attack to the Locust, the Hammer of Dawn strikes. Civilians only had 2 days to evacuate, but when that time came, everything got destroyed. Those who did make it out either went to go fight in a war or tried to repopulate the Earth. But that's where we end up with the next game on the list. Gears Tactics. Jesus Christ, I get those two confused. Oh my god. You see, unlike traditional Gears games, Tactics adopts a turn-based strategy format. Players take a command of a squad of soldiers and navigate through grid-based environments, carefully planning each move and attack. This was very new to Gears of War. If you guys never played Gears of War, this was something very different. There was customization. Your squad with different classes, abilities, and gear to suit your playstyle. Progress your soldiers through skill trees, unlocking new abilities and enhancing their effectiveness on the battlefield. This was not freaking Gears of War. But I do admire the change though, not gonna lie. Set 1 year later after E-Day, follow the story of Gabriel Diaz, a soldier tasked with leading a squad on a mission to hunt down a deadly Locust leader named Yukon. Yukon was probably the smartest general on the Locust team. He can actually speak English and he can actually have very good skills on getting new monsters. So taking him out was going to be a massive win for the COG. So we gather a group trying to stop the general. We had Sid, that looks like he was a pirate in his past life, and Michaela Dorn. As we got closer to stopping the general, something happened.
Excellent.
Sorry, asshole. Pharmacy's closed.
Sid Redburn. It's been so long. What did it...
Hey!
I'm taking Yukon. Stand down.
Wait, you're what?
I'm getting in this truck and driving away.
Oh, no, you're not. Stop! Stop!
I'm taking care of this my way.
And what way is that? The backstabbing lunatic way?
You want to be stupid? Go ahead. Shoot.
Shamefully, just as things are getting interesting.
Just like we planned it.
The general recognized Sid, and something horrifying was revealed about our character Sid.
Had enough alone time? Because Ukon's still out there, and we've only got one lead left.
Your backstabbing ass.
Know what? You're no better than Prescott.
I'm protecting you, goddammit!
Really? Because I thought you were protecting your old pal Ukon.
If I tell you the truth, there's no going back. Long time ago, I got posted to a genetics lab. They were supposed to be curing rust lung. It went sideways. Instead of going after a cure, the doctors made monsters. Convinced Chairman Monroe the things had military potential. But they were feral, mindless. Except one. Ukon. One chairman caused this mess, another covers it up. I wanted to parade Ukon through the capital as proof that we need real military leadership to win this war, not manicured politicians. But for now, anyone who knows the truth is at risk, including you two.
So you're saying the Cog created the Locust? Sounds about right.
No, that's insane.
Tell you what, I stashed some files at the outpost in Winlock. Go see for yourself.
If this is another lie...
Oh, believe me, Motorpool. I wish it were.
At the start of the story, we were talking about experiments and how they were trying to cure rust lung. Well, Sid was at one of those facilities and knew what was going on. Right now, not everyone knows that Cog was the ones that made the Locust. The ones that started all of this. Sid was trying to keep all of it a secret. But no matter what, it was time to finish Yukon. The battle was tough and difficult, but also every move counted in this final fight. Since, like I said, Cog needed some wins. Needed this general to be stopped. This was nothing but strategy, but then we did it.
Big guys down! And out! Stay alert. Don't trust anything until you see Ukon dead.
Back! Get back! This club will not take a damn hint! Hop away. Got a whole box of these.
Cytostatic gas. A drug of torturers.
You're all out of moves.
New Hope never left you, did it, Sid?
I missed you too, asshole.
You think you've won, but your suffering is only beginning. Humanity is weak, soft. My creatures, my perfect creations, will outlive you all!
They'll outlive your ass. That's for sure.
That's that then.
So what's next, Mustache Man? You headed off to spill some cog dirt?
Been thinking on that. Maybe some secrets are better left buried.
I say we leave Prescott to his world and get busy building our own.
Then we head to the next era. The Locust was after a guy named Adam Fenix because something was going on in the tunnels. Something called the Lampent. The Locust was getting infected by the sickness of the Lampent. But that's where Marcus Fenix abandoned his position in an attempt to rescue his father Adam Fenix. But unfortunately, because of Marcus' decision, Euphoria was overrun. Marcus unfortunately did not save his father and unfortunately died. Marcus at first was going to receive the death penalty, but Dom, his friend, saved him in a way by having Marcus do 40 years of time in prison. The war was going on, so many people dying on the streets. COG doing everything they can to save the world, but it felt like they were doing as much damage as the Locusts, seeing figures of people who were once alive, but now seeing nothing but destruction.
I'm so scared, but it's okay. I accept it. My mom is dead. My brothers are gone. I'm okay with going too. I hope no one goes through the pain that I went through.
Gears of War 1, the game that started it all. It's also the game that's close to my heart, since this was a game that made me realize games can get violent. But let's start off with the lore behind Gears of War. 14 years has passed since E-Day. The day, to remind you, was nothing but a massive bloodbath. We follow a character named Marcus Fenix, which is one badass dude.
We've got a badass over here.
Dom, our friend, released us from prison because he needed our help. The world needed our help. That's not an exaggeration. The Locust has been beating the COG at every step of the way. So the people who were in prison start to be let out and join in the fight to stop the Locusts. Marcus being one of those people. So we're trying to escape, but can I say the gameplay still lives up today? It really reminds me of how Xbox 360 was kind of the golden age. I mean, hold on, let's take a second here. We had Halo, the best CODs, and Gears of War. It brought back a lot of those memories. The gameplay in Gears of War is all about strategic combat and cover-based shooting. You'll need to utilize the environment to your advantage, taking cover behind walls and debris to avoid enemy fire and plan your next move. But who can forget about the arsenal of weapons like, oh my god, Sorry. One of the highlights of Gears of War is its arsenal of weapons, from the iconic Lancer assault rifle with a chainsaw to heavy hitters like a boomshot grenade launcher. Each weapon feels powerful and satisfying to use. Each weapon has its unique feel and function, allowing you to adapt your playstyle, whether you prefer to go in guns blazing or take a more tactical approach. Gears of War gives you plenty of options. The enemies you'll face in Gears of War are as diverse as they are deadly, from the relentless Locust drones to fearsome berserkers. Each encounter presents a new challenge that will test your skills and teamwork. Combat in Gears of War is not just about shooting, it's about strategy and coordination. Working together with your squad mates to flank enemies, coordinate attacks, and cover each other is essential to surviving the onslaught of the Locust Horde. But also, in multiplayer, you get sometimes the most sweaty hardcore players. Like, come on!
You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up?
But we end up escaping the prison, meeting up with Anthony Carmine, who plays the biggest role in Gears of War franchise. And then we meet Kim, Wait, not that Kim. Yeah, you better call Saul fans, not that Kim. But there was no time to rest. We needed to find Alpha Squad and find the Resonator, a device to map out the underground tunnel network for the light mass bomb.
We now have the light mass bomb. I'll take out all these bastards with one shot. But it can't work if we don't have the targeting data. That's why we need the Resonator. It'll map their tunnels so that we can hit those sons of bitches where they live.
Now I'm pissed.
Up there! We've lost contact with Alpha Squad. Last transmission was from every square. I want you to get in there, find those men, and deploy that Resonator.
Will we have air support?
What? Are you kidding? You are the support, son!
We started to head to the last known location of Alpha Squad, but something unexpected happened.
You good?
Yeah, but I got a problem. Something's wrong with this thing. It keeps jamming. See?
Wait, he was my favorite character. We escape, but we meet part of Alpha Squad, Coltrane. But we ask Coltrane where the rest of his squad, and he tells us their location, and we start heading to them, but first taking out of the monsters who are jamming out our signals. So, I just want to say, like, me playing Gears of War, this brings back a lot of memories, where, okay, so a while back, my cousins and my brother, we used to play Gears of War, we used to do tournaments, and it was so competitive. I never actually won one. I always got in last place, but I thought it was so funny that I actually was losing so much on that. But it shows basically how competitive we were getting. You know, the Gears of War was really a competitive thing for us. But when we finally meet up to the rest of our Alpha Squad, we got ambushed by General Rom.
Under fire!
They're flanking!
I am pleased with our progress. I understand they have located another squad. Our strategy remains the same. Cut off the head of the snake, and the body dies. We will win this war. It's only a matter of time.
No, we're here for Alpha and the Resonator. Come on!
Kim is now dead. Gears of War sets the tone that whatever funny mood you're in, it ends it. Right now we lost 2 characters just like that at the start of the game. Gears of War isn't afraid to kill off anyone just like that, because in a certain sense, this is war. Coltrane could die next, or Dom could die, or even our main character, but we're trapped with the monster named the Berserker. One of our guys couldn't take it and decided to run off, but unfortunately, died. This section made my anxiety raise up. No way to kill this monster, but yet we have to defeat it. Luckily, she doesn't see us, but can only hear us. This monster can kill us instantly, but once we take it outside, the tables have turned. We used the weapon Hammer of Dawn and destroyed that beast. We We confirm with headquarters that we have now got the device, but now we got new orders.
Very good. Stand by for new orders.
You guys all right? We gotta get out of here. It's gonna be dark soon. So?
Delta, we now have a secondary target. You will deploy your resonator in the Lethia Emulsion facility due west of your position. And you're in charge, Sergeant Fenix, as of now.
Sergeant? Copy that. We're clear for Ravens.
Negative. Area's too hot for choppers. You'll have to find another way.
Copy that. Typical. Don't give the smart guy a promotion. No, give it to a jackass instead.
So we gotta hump this to the factory, or what?
Nah, screw that. I got an idea.
Oh, yeah? What is it, smart guy?
Enough. Let's move.
We have to head now to a Lethia Emulsion facility, and Hoffman put Marcus Fenix leader of the Delta Squad. Dom knows a guy that can help. They can provide a vehicle. Well, we meet up with him and they tell us where the vehicle is, and then we go to the outskirts of the facility. We start making our way on foot until we fall and into the emulsion mine tunnels. We had to keep going forward and had to keep defending ourselves from the Locust Horde. We did finally reach our target location, but we first had to fight this flipping spider. Just want to tell you guys, I really freaking hate spiders. Like, can we not? No. After defeating that flippin' spider, we put down the resonator and then escaped, believing we just took out a big chunk of the underground network. We did not, unfortunately. He calls us up, informing us the bad news.
Food, man. Hot food. All day long.
Delta, bad news. It didn't work.
What do you mean, it didn't work? Baird, let's go!
Resonator didn't deliver the goods. According to Anya, we're missing data on, hell, I don't know, most of the network. We need 100 resonators to map these tunnels.
So what? We'll use this instead.
I'll use it to smash your teeth in. How about that?
Shut up and look at it. Look, those are Locust tunnels, Fenix. You know I'm right.
Where did you find that?
It popped on screen when I hacked in. The files were there.
Fenix, report!
Anya, are you seeing this?
Affirmative. And Private Baird is correct. That geobot is showing more tunnel data than the resonator.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Give me a 0 point on that data.
Sir, well, it came from East Barricade Academy. From his father's house, specifically.
Whose father?
Sergeant Fenix, sir.
You think you can still find your way back home, Fenix?
Yes, sir.
Reroute those choppers, Lieutenant. They're taking Delta to EBA. Immediately.
Rom was listening this whole time, ready to pounce. The plan wasn't going to be easy, but let's actually take a look at our character, Marcus Fenix. He did try to save his father, but failed to do so. Now our character tries to be this tough guy, but this does seem like it brings back memories. Or maybe he's so numb to the pain of loss that it doesn't affect him. Now once we find the data of the hidden ground network showing how big it really is, we then need the bomb. We rush into a vehicle and then try to escape. The bomb is on a train and the Locusts try to stop them with everything. The train was speeding off and the Locusts tried to distract the Delta Squad. and it partially worked because only Marcus and Dom got on. The journey was extremely difficult, but once we made it to the front of the train, where the bomb is located, we see General. We did get help, but this is the beast that killed Kim. It maybe has something to do with Carmine. This is where the cog needs to win.
Oh my god! We're killing this dude! Oh my god, we need to fucking do this, Dom! Jesus! I gotta stop this guy, come on! Come on! Wait, come on! Guys, we're trying our best, come on! Hey, Ron, this is for Carmine!
We finally did it. We armed the bombs, and our friends picked us up. And we got that big win.
So, what are we doing tomorrow?
Earlier today, your gears successfully deployed the Lightmass bomb. We have destroyed the enemy stronghold. This war has exacted a heavy price from all of us. It has torn our world apart. But you have my word that we will rise again.
They do not understand. They do not know why we wage this war. Why we cannot stop. Will not stop. Why we will fight and fight and fight until we win or we die. And we are not dead yet.